Hello, good morning everybody. Good morning internet. Hope everybody's doing well today. Today is Sunday, the 12th of March. I actually wrote myself a little bit of notes today. Not a script, but just some notes. That way I can try to keep the video short, get to the main talking points, and maybe not have someone just click on it, view it for like 10 seconds, and then get the F out. So that being said, it is approximately 10:30 hours. Well, it was about 5 minutes ago. Maybe now it's like 10:35. 77 degrees Fahrenheit, 25 degrees Celsius here in beautiful Pembroke Pines. Sunset is supposed to be set around 1928 hours. I should say 1928. So 7:28. I know some people get mad at me because I use the 24-hour, as opposed to what is it? Ante-diem, post-diem, or whatever, AM, PM. Oh no, ante-meridium, post-meridium. I believe is what it stands for. Not 100% sure, but I just think the 24 hours is just more efficient, and I think I like it better. So yeah, that just did me a huge favor, since obviously I don't have transportation except for my Chevrolet legs, which yesterday I should actually look it up to see how many steps I did. Yesterday was 21,754 steps, but day before was 26,730. I called Trek Store of South Florida, whatever, located in Sunrise. It's where the IKEA is. If anybody that lives in Southwest Broward is familiar with I-595 and Northwest 136th Avenue, if you get off on Northwest 136th Avenue and you go north, you're gonna see on your left there's the IKEA, store. It's huge, you can't miss it. And right in front, there's some stores that are facing the avenue. One of those stores happened to be the Trek store. So I gave them a call yesterday. I told them, I'm like, hey, I have a problem with my rear sprocket. It's wobbly. How much, can you give me an estimate? Is it something you can fix? First of all, my bike is old. It's a 15-year-old bicycle practically. It was probably manufactured. As a matter of fact, let me see if I can check and see the date of manufacture. They usually stamp it on these bikes at the bottom. No. Right there. No, neither. No. Maybe underneath. Let's see. Alright, well, this is a Power Ranger also, like I was saying yesterday. Can anybody read that? I really can't. Wait, does it say something? I looked up the numbers online. I can't really tell. The bike is from 2004. This model, you can see how old it is, but like I said, it's a Trek. Treks are good bicycles. They're like almost to the level of Specialized. Specialized might be a little bit overhyped because I've owned both. And this Trek, even though it doesn't even have disc brakes, it still has these, whatever these are called, the U-lock or whatever, I'm not even sure. Still works wonderful. It doesn't have 29ers nor 27.5 or 700Cs. It has just plain old 26-inch. I should have gotten the hybrids, because allegedly that's what was causing the flats on my back tire. That's what the guy over at Alligator Cycle told me. So that's why when I saw that new 2, I got excited. I was like, yes, I'm gonna have a bicycle. And then I had a bicycle for 2 weeks. And now I'm still talking about it. I should have gotten off this topic a long time ago. But Trek Store said they cannot tell me anything over the phone. I have to bring the bicycle in. They have to assess it. They have to see exactly what's wrong with it, what needs to be done. They, that way they can do it properly. They want their riders to be, to be safe when they're riding their products, which is another way of saying they want you to come in. That way they can, nitpick every single thing that's wrong with it, and then try to have you get everything fixed at once, and then in that way they can maximize their profits. Don't get me wrong, if they fix it, and the guy sounded very confident. He said his technicians are good, they know what they're doing, which I would imagine so. They only work on that brand of bike, and that's it. But I used to ride bikes with no brakes a couple times. I used to ride bikes, even like little kiddie bikes for like toddlers. I'm so small enough I would actually be able to fit them if I needed to go somewhere that bad. I'd ride it. People laugh at me all the time. And talking about people laughing, let's go into our next segue. I didn't write this down, but I actually wanted to talk about it just real briefly. Mom doesn't watch these videos, so it doesn't matter, but let's talk about Mom. And the reason why I want to talk about Mom is because the other day she made a comment about, I think if I'm not mistaken, it's in one of the videos that I uploaded to the Patreon for the level 2 or level 3 tier subscribers, where she made a comment that, oh, people are just gonna laugh at your videos, you about the cassava root. She's like, oh, it's not yucca. So I was like, oh, it's cassava. She's like, yeah, and you didn't plant it right. People are just gonna laugh at you. Da da da. Which is true. People are probably laughing at me right now. My videos, I mean, look at what I'm doing. I'm working with an iPhone 13 mini, which BTW, just today, I saw that iPhone 14 released the yellow color, which I love the yellow color. So I'm going to try to see if I can get it. They don't have it in the mini version, which that's something I do not like. I don't like big phones. I like smaller phones. That's why I got the 13 mini. And I had to get the 13 because that's a lucky number. So, whatever. This 13 mini was going to be a hand-me-down to my daughter when she graduated elementary. But I will probably keep this mini and let her have the yellow size. Like the original iPhone 10 when it came out. I think it has a 6.1 inch screen. But anyways, yeah, Mom can be mean. She has no filter. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm not saying it's a good thing. I'm not judging her for it. She's an adult. She's my elder. I respect her. She can do whatever she wants. But I'll give you an example. For instance, one day we had this gentleman. I think he may have been Colombian. So we were talking to him, because we're Colombian, blah blah blah, or another country nearby. We were just talking about South America in general. And the gentleman mentioned his name, what his name was. And it was an odd name, it was like not a common name that you give to a child. And as soon as he said his name, Mom laughed. And she said, who gave you, is that your real name? Like she said it, and the way she said it, I could automatically, I was like just looking off from the side. I could kind of sense the situation. The guy, he was a gentleman. He kind of brushed it off and didn't say anything about it. But I could tell that just very slightly, at the minimum, just because I was paying real close attention, it did kind of bother him. That's not something you do. You don't make fun of somebody for something like that. I try to instill in my daughter, heaven willing it works, to be kind. Every morning, I always tell her 3 things. I'm not going to say what they are, but one of them is be kind. The other one actually is something that is an act of kindness and something that we should all do. And I'll give you a clue. It involves our ears. And the reason why we have 2 ears and not one mouth.
One mouth.
Maybe that's why people don't like watching my videos, because I'm just using my mouth. I'm not listening to you guys. I'm trying to. I ask for feedback. I try to read the comments. Also, now that I got that out of the way about Mom, now obviously everybody who's laughing, go ahead and laugh, as she said so. I made a, how do you call it? Today I made a second attempt at an ASMR video. I watered the trees out front. I've noticed that for those videos, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, most people wear earphones when it has something to do with audio. Now the problem with that, I don't have a mic, so my phone will pick up any sound, that is not like, that the mic is not directly pointed towards. It has like a general purpose mic, obviously. And so when I overheard my first attempt at the ASMR video, I heard myself breathing, which is obviously a no-no. It's going to defeat the concept. You want to try to relax and hear. Obviously, the objective of it was, maybe the sound of when the trees are being watered. Some people might get a sensation off of that. That's what I was trying to go for. So I tried again today, and also the last time I wore a face mask. I brought extra water outside to try to, give the trees a little bit more water, just for the effect of the sound. But I messed it up, if I'm not mistaken. I gotta look at it. I might add it now at the end of this video so that you guys can see it. I watered the trees roughly, like 30 minutes ago, so like at 100 hours or whatever, however you would say it. Also today obviously was spring forward, so at 2 a.m. this morning, it automatically turned into 3 a.m. That's why right now it's almost 1100 hours as opposed to almost 1000 hours. But yeah, if I didn't say it before, Dad did me the favor. He went to McDonald's for me. I had given him the monies. I actually had some monies from some work I did the other day, and I was actually able to pay Mom back a little bit of the monies I owed her. And he got our daughter what she usually likes to eat for breakfast over the weekends, which is the breakfast burrito from
She ate them already.
Which they used to be like $2 for $2, and now this is just a quick example of how our hyperinflation here in the States has happened so fast, so quickly. And remember the other day when I was saying everything has gone up damn near 100%? 2 burritos now, which used to be $2. They had a special, I think. It might have even been less back in the days. They might have been on the dollar menu. You had to only buy one. Then they moved it that you have to buy 2 for 2, so they could upsell. Now, for 2 burritos with tax, it's $4.48. So before, if it was $2 plus tax, right now, Broward County sales tax is 7%. So we'd be talking about $2.14. Now it's $4.48. Okay, so hyperinflation, wages went up from I think it was like $8.25, because I remember I've been applying for a job forever. I actually got one interview. And at that time it was for minimum wage, and it was during the time when the minimum wage I believe was $8.25. It's gone up. It's $11 now, but still, products that we buy and we consume go up 100%, but yet our wage goes up not even 50%. Come on now. It's an effing joke, all right? That's what it is. It's nothing but an effing joke. This economy, don't get me wrong, there's the 1%, then there's the 0.01%, and if I'm not mistaken, there's also approximately, we still have about a 20% middle class left, if I'm not mistaken. And I also think that's part of the reason why I get no donations, because one, the internet is fake, meaning that people don't show empathy on it because it's just easier. They're anonymous. They're just looking at something. They could see somebody and they could care less, or they have no incentive to do it because they're not gonna get. I am rewarding actually, and the rewardings are actually costing more. My one patron, he asked me for something, and just the act of getting that for him costed more than the $1 that he paid me for the first month. Which, since I don't think it was a full month, I don't think I got the full dollar's worth, which after what Patreon takes should have been approximately 85 cents. Instead it was 77 cents. And listen to this is so laughable. I can't even transfer the 77 cents to my PayPal account because I don't have a bank. After I lost my bank account that I opened up when I was 15, I said, F this, I'm not going to open up another bank account because they closed it for a dumb reason. So I never opened up another bank account after that. I should eventually, and I'm working on that. I'm working on getting all my papers fixed, including but not limited to passport, social security, and ID. I already started 2 of those 3s. So hopefully I'll get all that in line. And then I think after I do that, then I'm going to do the CVs for the store, which I applied to from online. I applied to on it from 2019 all the way up to about 2021, 2022, with no effect. Wrote them a letter, spoke to the manager, nothing, nada. And then I just recently found out through last week tonight with John Oliver that companies, they use AI to read the damn CVs. So, you know, everything is just, you, what I could say to people is, if you can, like my parents told me and I never listened to them, get an education. You know, that's your best bet. It's been proven forever. People who have a high school diploma make more than those that don't have one. People that have a bachelor degrees make more than people that don't have one. And people that have like a doctorate or an MD, you know, a postgrad degree will make more than people that have an undergrad. So, you know, at least that way, you're still going to live a life which, in our culture, we always want more. Like that Chinaman said the other day, that here in the States, we like to spend tomorrow's monies, unlike his country, allegedly, he said, don't worry about our economy. When you guys worry about our economy, that's when it does well. Because our people suffered through hard times, so we know how to save for rainy days. So we save more than we spend. That way, when things are bad, we're still spending money. Not like you guys. You guys like to spend, talking about the United States of America, you guys like to spend tomorrow's money, which he might be true, but it probably is. But anyways, leave you guys with that. This rant has already gone on for about approximately 8 to 10 minutes, I'd imagine.
More like 17,
Thank you so much
18.
for watching. Have a blessed day, blessed Sunday. Please be kind to one another, and thank you. I really appreciate it. And let's see, I'm going to check out the ASMR, and I'll see whether I link it or not. Bye.
Okay, so the ASMR attempt was failed. I could still hear myself breathing. I will keep trying though. Thank you.